Alright, so now he can't bulk up because he sees kill. Never mind. My bad. Oh, this is gonna be really f***ing scary. Oh no. This is like GG, I think. I basically need this to either not bulk up this turn and it's like 80% too, or I need to crit one time. I think we just lose. Okay. Okay. Okay! Break sturdy with Volt Switch. Nice. I think we're good. That was so much more damage! What? Wait, what happened? Oh, because I hit him. I forgot how Avalanche works, guys. Well, now we're in the same exact position as before, boys. Another riskless fight, boys. What can I say? I'm just the fucking GOAT. Like... Morning, gamers. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Had a good time away, but I'm not gonna lie, the entire time I was just nervous to get back and play this fucking game, man. I just want to get it over with. I just want to get it over with, man. What you been cooking? I didn't cook shit, bro. We'll do it all today. Can't wait for attempt 6. It's gonna be a monkey run, baby. Let's do a quick round of Doku. Flying evolved by friendship. Evolved by friendship can learn Shadow Ball. Evolved by friendship monotype. Okay. Paldea. Oh, Paldea can learn Shadow Ball is spooky because move compatibility is a lot lower in like later gens, but we got a couple good ones here. Okay, let's see. Flying evolved by friendship, we go Swoobat. It's that Shrimple. Paldea Area 0, this is the easiest squawkability of my life. 8.7, I think this shit is catching on too much, boys. And then Flying can learn Earthquake. We have our little pick here. I don't know how this keeps being relevant, but this is Mantine. Nice little trick that we learned. Can learn Earthquake, can learn Shadow Ball. When you just pick like any normal type, really, and you're probably going to be fine. And then Monotype can learn Earthquake. I think Monotype can learn Earthquake. We go for like a fighting type, maybe. Maybe like a Hitmontop. Could be good here. Shadow Ball and Earthquake. You just avoid like a Ghost or a Ground type, and I think you're good. Maybe like a... I don't know. Monotype Paldea. I feel like I've seen Gimmighoul be a pretty good pick on these ones. And then Paldea Pokemon. This one's spooky. I don't want to pick a Ghost type, but I honestly don't know how big the move compatibility is in like Gen 9. Maybe we go for like a... Who would a non-Ghost type be that we think can learn shit? Maybe like Espathra? 2.7, that's pretty good. Shadow Ball and Earthquake. I think we've had this exact one before. I think I'm gonna go with like Gallade Mega. Nice. Evolved by friendship can learn Shadow Ball. It's a tough one, if I can be honest. Chimecho? Oh, but Chimecho we might want to pick a normal type, monotype. So who do we pick here? I'll lock Chimecho in down here. I'm gonna go Clefairy. Pretty good. 44 out of 36. We f***ing killed it. Poor Madame Sandy. Mega Pinsir under Mantine here. That's crazy. 0.1 is about as good as we can expect there. Dunsparce. So let's actually check who actually learns Shadow Ball here. Yeah, it's quite a few mons still, but I just didn't feel confident in picking a single one. I think we did about as well as we could have here, to be honest. I guess Dunsparce is nice because it has 2 forms. That gauntlet was f***ing crazy. But we're out here now. So these have permanent Tailwind. Okay. Gengar, the Artillery is the really spooky one. I have no idea how I'm beating this, if I can be real. You can probably get Ludicolo in on like a water move and at least get rid of the water gem and then pivot. But let's look at the opening first, I guess, because oh my god. Oh, the Focus Band Explosion Gengar. Me. Do I have anything except for like just Kecleon lead and hope? Like, there's not much more I can do, right? Okay, Basculegion, don't get crit a bunch, don't get dropped. Ludicolo, don't get crit a bunch, don't get dropped. Wardeer, clutch up, I guess, or die, I don't really care. Magnezone's basically just there to bait Skuntank and as some sort of really, really desperate, backup for Octillery, I guess, or for Skuntank. Alright, clutch up, Wardeer. Okay, permanent Tailwind. Lead Gengar with Explosion. Wardeer actually lives Explosion here after Intimidate if it's turn 1 Explosion. The main bad thing about this Gengar is actually the Focus Band, though. There's like some knockoff stuff we can do. I couldn't really find a way to make it work, so sometimes Wardeer just dies here. Sometimes we have to sack it, but most of the time Wardeer actually is fine here. If it's just a normal attack and we just take the damage and we Citrus Berry up and we kill after Focus Band, we're good. If Focus Band procs, I'm pretty sure we're in a position, unless we get crit, where we can guarantee the explosion. The way I think Wardeer gets sacked here is if we get crit and then Focus Band procs. But let's just see what happens. Okay, never did a crit here. Okay, that's good. No poison. Citrus Berry procs. Very good position.
Artillery, please.
Kill it. You're my goat. Or my deer, I guess. Okay, so this should be Octillery. Outspeed and kill with Water Spout. This is Water Gem Octillery. With Sniper. So I believe that this is guaranteed Water Spout. With Water Gem, we're going to catch that with Ludicolo. Water Gem gone, that's huge. Beautiful. No sniper crits. We can weave in one fake out here just to ever so slightly reduce the damage of Water Spout, but it doesn't really matter. But we're gonna do it. Let's see. And then this should be guaranteed Sludge Wave after. Let's fake out once. Okay, this is always Sludge Wave. Let's hope we don't get poisoned or sniper crit on this switch to Basculegion, which will guarantee us an Energy Ball. Okay, no crits, no poison, excellent. Okay, very good, very good. So this is guaranteed Energy Ball now, because no Water Gem. So we can actually safely go here. Okay, Electrode is faster than this in Tailwind, in opposing Tailwind. So we're going to Volt Switch once. He has to exactly Sludge Wave here. And then we can just repeat this pivot line. Volt Switch always 2-hit KOs. We can kill with crit here, which is completely fine. We're planning to kill this with Volt Switch anyway. That's perfectly fine. Okay, now we're gonna go Magnezone to bait Relicanth first because we want Skuntank last because Skuntank has Explosion. This is Bright Powder Relicanth with Rockhead, Head Smash in Tailwind. This is guaranteed Earthquake. We go to Torterra, and Torterra has Zoom Lens, which means that if we're slower, we get a 1.2 boost to our accuracy, which is perfect. That's also fine. Because that exactly negates, well, not exactly, but it always negates Bright Powder. So let's Giga Drain it up. This always kills. I think this fully heals us. Now we need to dodge some Fiction on the Skuntank. Because our Earthquake doesn't always kill. He usually goes for Sludge Bomb here. He can't Nasty Plot because we see Slow Kill. Earthquake is a... Let me run the numbers. 81% chance to kill. He can sometimes pick Dark Pulse over Sludge Bomb because there's overlapping rolls. So there's a chance we get flinched here, and that can be potentially really bad. That's not great. Perfect. Couldn't have gone better. Okay. Very nice. Once you're in the foggy area, you're on Summit. You could do Encounter now. You're right. But I'd have to do it now because this guy will reset if I leave the area. I'd have to get it right now. Or after the Pyre tag. Let's think about it. This next fight is so brutal. Yeah, the issue is... I think my team's really bad for this. It's 40% to be an Ice type. It's not great. What are the movesets? These are what level? Like 57 or something? 58. So this has Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Hex, Will-O-Wisp. The Frostlass. This is rough. If it's Weavile, it's like triple Axle Ice Shard. I can't do it. It's way too risky. It's not like these Pokemon are like good on Pyre tag, right? To reiterate, I can't go back and get a different team because as soon as I leave this area, this Grunt goes back here, and I can't access this encounter area again. So we would have to do it after Pyre tag. I think that's the play. If you know you have Weavile in your box, it lets you more safely invest resources to beat the tag. I mean, I'm always like dumping everything, I think. I don't know. Although, like, to be fair, you can't really dump everything, right? Because you have fucking Magma Hideout coming up. Dude, this split is so brutal. Like, we can look at it one more time here. This doesn't really have anything to do with this decision. I'm never going for Summit with this team. But, you can explode Gourgeist on Pyre, right? And then Driftbloom helps, but it'll just boom. Dump it all for tag anyway. Archie tag's the hardest point in the game. I think that's a contentious point. I've heard very good players say that they think Magma Hideout is harder. But, like, we can obviously also get Hydreigon here, which is also really insane on exterior. We can do the Repel Manip, which eliminates all the Prevos, so no Phantom, no Drifloon, no Dino, no Pumpkaboo. We have the Haunchgrow still left over, which is useless. Yeah. I mean, like, it's all about the risk assessment, right? Like, it's about, like, assessing what the candy or the heart scale that you invest into Pyre tag actually gets you. Like, last time we talked about how, like, okay, do we need to, like, hit a range with Lucario and Hydreigon ever? Do we need to invest in extra candy for that? How much does that raise our win percent? It becomes something more about that. Like, you have a pretty decent idea of what that investment gets you, and you probably go from there. But I don't think me knowing that I have like something in my box is going to change my opinion on that. I think going for the like encounter exterior because the only good roll is like getting Swilus, right? Like I would 100% do the repel manip just to get rid of the useless Phantom encounter. But that means I also have less chance of getting Drift Blim, which is something that could maybe help. But yeah, which means it means I never get Pumpkaboo, which is something that could help. So it's basically like I get Swilus, I get an Exploding Drift Blim, I get Haunch Crow, which is just bad. Exploding Drift Blim is obviously horrible. And the chances would all be the same. Like ignoring the like super fictional, you can sometimes get like a level 59 or 60 or whatever, or a level 58 pre-evo. It's basically a 1 in 3 for this, which is probably going to boom. There's a very, very, very slim chance that you actually add this to your team. So it's basically a 2 out of 3 to just miss, and a 1 out of 3 to get a really good one. Versus if I like save this and go later, I have like Frost is not great, but at least it's a ghost. Absol has like pretty good niches. Weavile is one of the best mons in the game. I guess Sableye, Spiritomb are all just kind of ass from what I've heard. I think Zoric's supposed to be okay. Chandelure and Memento, which would really ruin your day. Gengar's probably pretty good, I imagine. I mean, Honchkrow is not awful. It would add to our team in this, and it would add to our box in the sense that like we need a new flying type, we need more dark types. But at this point, I don't know. It does not have Memento. If you're looking at previous Evo moves. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, it's just Heat Wave, Overheat, Pain Split, Shadow Ball. Okay, never mind. That's pretty good. Like at the very least, all these ghost types probably do something on like Magma Hideout, right? I think Summit's probably pretty good, right? Okay. I think you go for Summit. I'm pretty sure. And you don't go for it now. First part's scary. I think the rest is pretty straightforward. Okay, so this has Light Clay and double screens. We'll use that to our advantage by just spamming Brick Break. The thing is...
1 more month and it's 3 years Pokemon Pockets.
Thank you. If AI doesn't see any kills, he really, really likes going for screens, especially if he has Light Clay, especially if you have both physical and special moves. It's super likely to go for it. Brick Break doesn't really do a lot of damage here, so we're going to lead with one future sight. This means on turn 2, he's going to be less likely to set another screen, because basically if he can light screen and reflect, if both are available, the chance is even higher for him to click one of them. But this is going to be made up for by the fact that we just do a ton of damage coming in, and means we have to Brick Break less. If we get like Air Slash Flinch twice, it's going to be really, 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 really scary. If this Slowbro ever gets into Air Slash range, we're steering pretty hard. There's Reflect. I guess for the uninformed, Brick Break breaks the screens, so to reset his AI, right? Because once the screens are up, he can start attacking, but if we keep breaking the screens, we keep resetting his AI to want to set the screens back up. Let's see, light screen here. Perfect. Okay. That was the most dangerous turn. Perfect. Future Sight hits. This can kill. Almost. Alright, we have him. We're full HP. I think this doesn't change anything about the line. We check this. This should always be Luxray and should always be Zing Zap. Perfect. This is Guts, Flame Orb, Luxray in Tailwind. It's insanely terrifying. So we're going to go to Rhyperior on this guaranteed Zing Zap. We're going to do some PP counting here. This can only ever superpower because it's highest damage. We're dead to crit, by the way, just to give you an idea of how insane this Luxray is. I'm solid rock, Rhyperior, and I'm dead to crit currently. It's only a couple of rolls, but there's a safe way to do this. This can only superpower, so we can go to Bascule Legion. That's one superpower used. I'm never dead to Crunch with Bascule Legion. So he has to Zing Zap. So we can go back here. He should be out. He can't do anything to Rhyperior anymore. We can just go for the kill. We'll take a Crunch in the process, which hopefully puts us exactly into liquidation range from Cloyster. This is like crit or drop. It's a little bit scary. 204 HP. We're not always dead to liquidation, but we are only dead to liquidation, I believe. He can't Shell Smash because we have kill with Head Smash. He has to exactly liquidation here, I'm pretty sure. Is there a reason he should be able to Icicle Spear here? I'm calculating on 5 hit. There's no increased AI or anything. We should be safe to go to Electrode. Nice. That's fine, but it doesn't really matter. We are faster than this in Tailwind because we have a Timid Electrode, and Volt Switch always kills. Because we're 31 special attack. And now it's just Drapion versus Torterra. Sniper, Scope Lens, Torterra, but we're Battle Armor. We need 2 Earthquakes to kill, but it's fine. Ape Runners, where you at? Easy. Okay, those were pretty doable, right? I don't know if my box is just kind of good or if I've just gotten better. These seemed a lot harder last time I was here. That's the thing. Every time Drew... why did I say Drew? Every time Archie wipes me here, I just get stronger. I just come back better. He's living rent-free in my head. Every time I die here, I come back stronger and I come back better. And eventually I'll have the box to do it. Eventually I'll have the muck. What can he do? I'll just come back a couple of weeks later and I'll be even better at the game. I'm unstoppable. I don't care how often he wipes me. This one was pretty free last time, but I did have Dragonite last time. I really thought that these fights would all take way longer to cook. The fact that I'm here on the 3rd one after 2 hours is kind of crazy. Okay, I want the candy, not the Tailwind TM. Where do I step? Left. Candy on the right. Okay, we should be good here. Alright, one more Perma Tailwind fight before the Archie fight. This one's pretty straightforward. There's one little quirk here, and it's that on turn 1, Dracovish is not going to see a boosted Strongjaw. Just, it's AI, it's weird. On Caracosta, so we have to pre-damage a little bit lower to make sure he sees a kill on Caracosta. Nothing sees a kill on Walrein, so it's free to do whatever the f it wants. We're going to protect. We're going to freeze dry this Dracovish. Perfect. Wonderful. The Toxicroak is a focus band, which is annoying, but the left side has no hacks items. That was Lumberry Dracovish, and this is Choice Band Basculegion with only, Basculin with only Liquidation, which hurts a lot with adaptability. We're gonna go to Basculin's mom here, or dad, I guess. To tank Aura Sphere plus Liquidation, and then Freeze Dry is going to kill this Basculin. A lot of damage. That is like a max defense Basculegion, by the way. Alright. And now we're chilling. Well, Rain has to switch because it's dead to Aura Sphere crit, but Basculegion can kind of stay in indefinitely here. Sludge Bomb does like 24. I think we're going to Liquidate. This isn't Dry Skin, right? It's Poison Touch. And then switch this for... I'm gonna say Heracross here. It doesn't really matter. How much is Sludge Bomb crit plus poison on Heracross right now? As long as poison doesn't do 60 damage, we should at least live for a turn. Do we stay in and then switch to double ground type when Raichu comes out? I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Pin Missile to get like chances to play around. Does multi-hit avoid Focus Band? Does he have to like have a proc on every single one? I don't actually think it works that way, right? I think if he gets proc on one, I think it blocks everything from the rest of the move. I'm not 100% sure. It has to proc for all of them. Okay. Chat is chatting. Yeah, KDZ, that's how I thought it worked. If he endures the first hit, he's safe. Let's see if he gets it. Okay, we won't see the demonstration, I guess. Okay, now we just switch our ground types and we should be safe. Nidoqueen full walls this guy. I'm not gonna say it. I almost said it. Thunderbolt crit should be 136 into Hera, so... Okay. Got the kill for Heracross. Completely undeserved. He did not need to come to this fight at all. I had the full like side walled, but we're just up in his frag counter. All right, that's it. We're back. We're back up on Mount Pyre. Don't forget to get the candy. I just almost walked way too far. Are we sure there's a candy here? Yes. We can think about the encounter one more time, actually. It's definitely more reasonable than last time. Like, if I encounter Weavile here, it's still pretty rough. Frostlass is also not great. I'm not gonna do it. There's no reason to, I think. Whatever I get doesn't help me on tag anyway. It just gives me more information, but who cares? The reason to delay is if I want to catch it now, I have to catch it with this team. Because if I go back, the Alcogran steps back. And then I lose access to this grass. Right? And I don't think this team is very good at catching what is potentially a Weavile or a Frostlass or a Shadow Tag Chandelure or something. Well, you go back for it after you defeat Archie, because then these grunts disappear, and then you have full access to the area, and you can choose your team. But if I leave this area and come back now, she will step in here, where she was, and the area is walled off. Okay, let's just... I'm saying this, and this time I really do mean it. I am not fighting Archie today. It's not going to happen. If you want to just see fights, you're free to leave. Spread out. Go somewhere else. This time for sure. I just want to look at it. I'm going to do some cooking off stream for it. I have a general idea of what I want to do, but I just want to look at it.